How do you find out whether the fruit you find in the bush is edible? How do you find whether the wild fruit you find in the bush is edible? I just found this plant here that produces some berries. They look like edible berries, but how do you find out if they are edible? First, you have to check if birds eat the fruit. You sit somewhere, you stand somewhere a little bit far and observe if you see birds eating the fruit. If you don't see any bird eating the fruit, you go and observe. You go near and observe. Check if you find some worms there. If you see worms eating the fruit, then it's edible. If you don't see worms eating the fruit, don't attempt to taste the fruit. No matter how attractive it is, don't attempt to taste it. You find out from the locals. If you don't see the locals, it's better you leave the fruit alone. Leave the fruit alone. Because some wild fruits are harmful. You may end up in hospital. You may end up getting a rash or in hospital. You see, I've just found this plant here. It's in the bush and it produces nice berries. Okay? It produces very nice berries. Some people may attempt to taste them. I advise you don't, unless you are very sure that they are edible. They are edible. And I don't see any worm here. I'm trying to observe it, but I don't see any worms eating these berries. And I haven't seen any bird around eating it. So I cannot taste it. They look nice, isn't it? They look very nice. But no matter how nice they look, I cannot taste them. Because I don't see any bird around here eating them. And I don't see any worm. I don't see any worm. So I advise you, if you see something like this, don't rush to taste it. Unless you follow what I've just said. And you see worms eating, or you see birds eating it, then you can test it.